ever dreamt of having your own home? Probably having your beautiful garden where it is serene, you can relax, plant your veg, plant whatever that interests you in your own garden. But you don't really know how to go about having or owning your own land that you can put up your structure that you want. Now, I'm going to show you in this video things that you need to take on board if this is actually what you want to do. Now, why do I say this? There are so many people that live in diaspora. They want to go back to Mother Africa. They want to go back home. They want to put up a structure, but they are scared. I don't blame you. I do not blame you in any way. In as much as in motherland, we have so many good-hearted people. There are also the bad ones. Yeah. So, grab a drink, sit back and relax. And I'm going to take you through the steps of what you really need to do if you are ready to buy a land in Ghana. Hi family, welcome back to the channel. This is Homebound Africa. For those people that want to go back to Africa, for those that are in Africa, irrespective of where you come from in this face of this earth, this channel is definitely for you if you are thinking of doing something in Africa. Today we are diving into a very important topic for those my people in diaspora that want to do something in Ghana. When I mean something, I mean buying a land in Ghana. This topic today is for you. We are covering everything you need to know to make a good and smart investment. So we're going to cover in this video things like site plans, all important, indenture, location. We all know that when it comes to land, location is key. So it's part of the things we're going to cover in this video. And we're also going to cover how to do the search of the property online and many more things that we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you are ready, as I am ready, let's get into it. So first up, the site plan. This site plan that everybody talks about when it comes to buying land is like the land birth certificate. Yes. So this is very important. This paper also makes sure that you know exactly what it entails, what is inside of it before you make that all-important commitment to buy the land. And also you will know exactly what you're paying for. Yes, it's important you know what you're paying for before you commit. Next one is location. Yeah, let's talk about location, guys. Buying land is not just about finding a nice place. It does go far beyond that. Why do I say this? Because your land's value tomorrow will depend on its location today. So it's very important you check out the location of where you want to buy your land. If you really want your land to get a good value in the future. Is it close to a hospital, road? Is it close to a business hub? Is it close to school? All of these are the things that you need to take on board when you're thinking about the location of where you want to buy your land. Because all what I have mentioned and more, they help to put together the value of that land in the near future. And all of the factors as well will help to determine how your land is going to appreciate in the future. For instance, if your land is situated where there is a university, you can tell that in the near future, the land is going to appreciate very fast, which will give you a good return on investment. So knowing the location and getting a nice location to buy your land in is very important and key. Once you are ready to move forward, you've sought out the location, you are sure of the site plan, the next is for you to try and get hold of the indenture. Why do I say this? Because of the information the indenture of that land holds. What is the indenture? This is the piece of information that ties the land to you, that tells that you are the one that owns the land. So if you want to go into buying that land, make sure you get a copy of the indenture to be sure that the person that is selling that land to you is the real owner of the land, so that you don't buy it and tomorrow somebody else will surface and you find out that you have actually given your money to the wrong person. And you know, when money exchanges hands, sometimes it's so difficult to get back, right? So make sure you get hold of the indenture to know the person selling the land to you is the actual owner of the land before you commit. When you get hold of the indenture, there are vital information that you need to look out for. Number one, you need to look out the ownership details inside that indenture. You need to also look out for the land boundaries inside that indenture. You also need to look out for every legal stuff that will be inside that indenture. These are the three most important things you need to look at when you get hold of the indenture of that particular land that you want to buy. So my advice to you is always make sure you get hold of the indenture. This will save you a lot of trouble that could arise in the future. Troubles like having land disputes. You don't want to get involved into such things. They are so draining, time consuming, resource consuming, and all of that. So for you to be free from all of that, make sure you do your due diligence at the very onset. So try as much as you can to protect yourself. Here is a little trick that so many people don't know, or they know and they tend to overlook. Try and Google search the property number. Why? If you Google search the property number, you will find out if that property is in dispute, if there is a case, an ongoing case on that land in the court. So you want to buy a property and you realize that there is an ongoing court case on that land. Would you go ahead and get interested in buying the land? Of course, you wouldn't do that. So this is why it's important to save yourself the headache of getting involved into a land that is in dispute and in court. The Google search you will do will show you all of this, will give you all of this information. So do not overlook this particular thing. The Google search will also tell you if any funny business had happened in that particular land. And if you know that the land you want to buy, there has been a funny business on it past, you would have to run so you don't get involved in something that will take your resources. So it is important to do this Google search and also do the government search as well. When you do this, this can be the easiest that you can save yourself troubles that would come in the future into any messy land ownership, tussle, and dispute. You don't want that. You would really need to get a surveyor that will make everything on the land, like the boundaries. Yeah. So get your own independent surveyor. Do not believe what they tell you. They can tell you, oh, the land is okay, the boundary is here, the boundary is there. Don't believe it. Get your own surveyor to survey the land and tell you where the boundaries are. Like, you know, sometimes people will want to sell 2 plots of land and they will tell you it's 2 plots. But when you get your surveyor will go through it and you discover that the land is not up to 2 plots. You see? So they're not going to tell you it's not up to 2 plots. They're just going to tell you it's 2 plots. So you will think, oh, you just take their word for it. But do not take the word for it. Do your own due diligence. Bring your own surveyor to survey the land before you commit. This will, again, a lot of trouble. The essence of bringing in a surveyor as well is the surveyor is the one that will measure and tell you if what is in the paper is actually what is on ground. Like, it's the surveyor that will check the papers and tell you, okay, they said it's 2 plots in the paper, and on ground I have measured it is actually 2 plots. You see what I mean? And the surveyor is the one that will give you the actual measurement of the land, so you know what you're buying. So you can agree with me that this is a must-do aspect of this land buying thing. Yeah? Do not just take what they tell you, what you see on the site plan just like that. Survey, check everything out. That is what I mean by doing your due diligence before you commit your money. Let me quickly say here that it's not every surveyor that is a certified one. So if you're using a surveyor to check out the land you want to pay for, make sure you use a certified surveyor. And the last but absolutely not the least is doing the landship search. What do I mean? When you have gotten your papers, take those papers to the land commission and do your search. Let them tell you if there is anyhow moves or issues as regards to that land. This is very important. You know, I've given you, this is a 6th point I have given you of things that you need to do before you commit your money in buying any land in Ghana. Now, this is not just Ghana, in any part of Africa. Yes, that you want to buy a land, try and do all of this search before you commit. When you take your document to the land commission, these are the people that will tell you the person that is selling the land to you actually owns the land. If it's not the person that owns the land, that means there is problem, or there will be problem in the future. So you can avert that problem before it gets too late by you withdrawing at the point you are. So do not skip this particular point. Make sure you go to the lands and confirm, do your search to make sure that the land being sold to you is actually owned by the person selling it to you. So some people might think, oh, it's going to cost me money to do the search. Is it not better you spend a little bit of money to do the search and know the truth and everything that's related to that land early enough than using a lot of money? We all know that. I mean, making money is not really easy. And now you made the money, you're in diaspora and you want to come to motherland to buy a property. And because you're thinking, oh, it's going to cost you money to go to land commission, to check all of this, and you decide to pay for the land only for you to eventually, after you had committed your hard-earned money, you find out that there are issues. Which one would you rather go for? I would rather check out all of this before I commit than committing and finding out there are issues. So you find out that it's worth every one Ghana cedi that you spend checking out all of this information. If you don't check out this information, imagine where along the line you now discover that the person who sold the land to you isn't actually the owner of the land. I mean, guys, this is the kind of stress none of us would wish to go through. When I mean stress, I mean stress. It's not just the physical stress that will drain you, but it will also drain your pocket. So, not fall into that trap of thinking, oh, you're gonna spend the money checking this, checking that. Spend the money, check out that to get the right information before it gets too late. Right, family, now you know what it takes for you to get that your dream land in Ghana with confidence. Follow these steps, ask the right questions, make sure every piece of paperwork is solid. Because at the end of the day, this is not just land. This is your future. This is your legacy. This helps you to feel ready, prepared for what is to come. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do give me a subscribe because I drop gems like this on this channel. Do not forget to click on the bell notifications, guys, so that whenever I drop amazing videos like this, you will definitely be notified. Now, let me say, if you have any comments, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video to anybody that you think would need it, especially our lovely families in diaspora. They need this because, I mean, we don't want their money to just go. We don't want people to just take their money, and yeah, we don't want that. So send this video to people that you know need this piece of information. So until next time, stay blessed. I wish to see you next time. And don't forget to watch my next video up there. Now, let me quickly say that I have ebooks on some of these topics that I discuss on this channel. Click on the link in my description and check out my ebooks. Do not make a mistake when you buy lands or property in Africa. Until next time, bye.